Welcome to my studio here in New York City. I'm Daniel Norton, and I asked you, how'd I like this? In this series, we look at some images I've made, not publicly where you watched me do it, although maybe I'll slip some of those in, and get your ideas on how you think I lit it, how you would light it, and, we kind of look back at it and think about light theory and such. So this is another one that's a little bit older, and it's, again, from my umbrella phase, and this is how I used to shoot a lot of beauty. So this is really simple. This is two lights. So again, I'm going to draw kind of like a diagram on the side, and then we'll also kind of draw on the picture. So behind her is a roll of red paper, rich red paper. Now, what's important here is that she's pretty darn close to the paper, and I'm just lighting it with two lights. So she's actually pretty close. I don't know if you can hear those horns in the back. That's what you have for being in New York City. I'm right here with the camera. And just like before, there is a white wall behind me, which is factoring in a bit. Now, in this case, basically, I've got two umbrellas. This is a trick I used to do a lot. I learned it from a photographer, Sam Notarbartolo, down in Miami. And basically, you take two umbrellas and you lock them together to create one kind of long source that wraps around. The umbrellas give you that kind of shape that you can throw, and with this, you can then adjust the contrast. So that's what we did here. It's kind of like if she's here. This is her head, basically. This is why I'm not an illustrator. It's kind of like just above eye level. So if you imagine it like this. And I'm actually shooting almost just underneath the umbrellas. This gives us a nice wide, even look. And again, you can see it in her eyes right there. You can't see me in this one because I'm not in the light like I was before. And we're not getting as much kickback. But you can see over here the same thing as the other shot we talked about, where basically the wall itself is my reflector and bouncing back. And that's it. There's no light on the background. It's a rich, rich red because it's just getting just enough light to make it saturated. There's no shadow because the angle of the light, but also because it's just so big it's filling in. We see shadow here, but look at how soft that light is. This is a super soft light. It's funny because it used to be that softboxes were quite expensive and umbrellas were almost looked at as like the amateur or poor man's thing because you bought them because they were cheap. But I find umbrellas to be one of my favorite tools for beauty photography. So what do you use for beauty photography? How would you light a shot like this if you were going to? I'd love to know in the comments below. Let me know. Also, check out the description. You'll find a link to my Discord server where you can join the conversation over there, and you'll find links to some of the gear I've used in these things. Not in this one. Maybe I can dig it out. I don't think they make Novatrons anymore. I'll talk to you soon.